back to our channel. Today we are talking about North versus South Carolina. Now we are not talking about which one is better or which one you should travel to instead of the other. We're just giving you the facts of how they are similar and how they are different and what things we've done in each state to help you plan your next travels. So let's get digging in.
The first section is activity. So they both have their strong points in each one of them. When you think of the overall grand scheme of things, North Carolina has a lot of amazing hiking features. We love the fact that we are right next to the Great Smoky Mountains. That's in Tennessee, but it has that, and those mountains spill over. It has the Blue Ridge Mountains as well, which makes for beautiful drives and a bunch of really cool places.
For South Carolina, you think of more of those beach towns, so Myrtle Beach, Hilton Head, we've got Folly Beach down in Charleston. You think of all those fun little beach towns that you can take a good swim in the Atlantic Ocean, so that's the main attraction in South Carolina. The next category is food. I love food. I travel by food, I guess I could say. When you think of North Carolina, you think of all that good barbecue. We tried a place in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was to die for. There's ribs, the cornbread, peach pie, peach desserts, everything that you could ever think of, these barbecue places have.
And then South Carolina has kind of like the same avenue of comfort foods, but they have the Krispy Kreme donuts. They're really famous for that. So that was really fun driving through there. And if you haven't known, they have like a sign, and if the sign is lit up, that means that they have hot and ready donuts for you to go in and get, which is really exciting. But there's that, and then they're also known for boiled peanuts, which we didn't know anything about. But it's basically they boil peanuts in water, and it makes the peanuts really soft. You wouldn't expect like that texture when you bite into them. But yeah, so that's what they're known for food-wise. Next is a place that we love to explore in each state. So for us, we love going to the South Mountain State Park. We didn't know this, but North Carolina state parks are completely free. So we were jumping at the chance to go there. So we found this amazing state park. It is beautiful there. We went there on a waterfall hike, and it was so amazing. Moose could go, which is really great as well. But we got to hike through a river and got to see this amazing waterfall at the very end of it. It was so beautiful. And then we were up in the mountains as well. So when we got to the very top and saw the waterfall, the hike still wasn't done. We got to see all these mountains as far as the eye could see, which is really awesome.
And then for South Carolina, first, I want to say that Congaree National Park is in South Carolina, and it's such an amazing place to go and walk on the boardwalks. But our favorite place was exploring the Battery in Charleston. That has like all the history you could ever think of, and then also the beach called Folly Beach is right next to it, and it's just a wonderful place to take your pets. Moose was allowed to go on the beach. The sand's really soft, and there are a ton of shells if you like hunting for those.
Which you do.
I do. The last category is history. Now, I am not the one to tell you about history, but when we were traveling, I absolutely loved learning the different facts of the different states. Each one has their own like little focus, and we really enjoy learning new things about places.
Yeah.
But again, I am not the one to tell you these things, so take it away.
So I thought it was really interesting when we were going through these places that they both had like similar shared history, but also kind of a different focus. So when we were in South Carolina, a lot of it was focused on the Civil War, which is rightly so. They were the first state to secede from the Union in 1860, right before the Civil War started, as well as just kind of the first shots were fired in Charleston of the Civil War as well. So it's a lot of Civil War-based history, which there's nothing wrong with that. We think that's a really cool thing to walk through and experience. But when North Carolina is a lot of the frontier, colonization, and things like that, which is very interesting. I read online that the first American born of English descent, so the first person born on American soil from England was in North Carolina, and that's really cool. And also the lost colony of Roanoke, if you've ever heard that story, where they carved the word Croatoan into a tree and everybody was gone, that also happened in North Carolina. So it's a really cool, interesting, like shared but a little bit different history of both of them.
But that is the end of this short little sweet video. We wanted to bring little aspects of both states because they are North and South Carolina. So many of you might be thinking, which one do I visit or what do they both have in store? So we hope we kind of cleared that up. We love both of them equally. I think we'll be back very, very soon.
Yes, they are amazing parts of the country. We definitely can't wait to go back.
Yes, but we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye guys.
We love them both equally, but we want to give you guys the facts so you know what each one has. I'm going strong in